Today I'm going to talk about the adaptive significance of different reproductive stages in the two intertidal sea star, Leptasterias, hexactis, and Pisaster, ochraceus. And I will call this one LC star and this one PC star later. And reproductive means like your mother bones you. And intertidal means like this picture. And here is the land, here is the ocean. The red line is the intertidal. And brooders produce benthic larvae. Benthic is just like live in the sea ground. And when the sea star born, and we call them larvae. And brood means like hatch. The eggs are fertilized and develop in the chamber. And until they turn into the young sea star and released by the mother. And fertilized is like this picture. And the chamber is here. It's a place where the egg fertilized and developed to the larvae. And LC star is benthic whole life. Broadcasters produce pelagic larvae. Pelagic is just like live in the sea surface of seawater. And broadcast means reduce gametes into the seawater, and gametes is the egg. And where they fertilize and develop to the larvae. And when the larvae, when they grow up to the young sea star, they will settle down to the benthic. And compared with the two sea star, the average year of survival, LC star is bigger than PC star. And the average expected age after maturity. Maturity means the adult. And PC star is longer than LC star. And the adult size PC star is bigger than LC star. And LC star and PC star live in the same place, so they compete for the food. And this is where the research takes place. And we use experiments to compare the reproductive and survival patterns. And we can get the results of the brooding and broadcasting. So our study is aimed to prove competition and food availability can have effects on the evolution of reproductive methods. Patterns of reproductive. Male LC star is same with both success PC star, but female LC star is different from them. So I only use LC star to explain. And we can use mean calories per gram of LC star to see reproductive pattern of male and female. Lawson Cove and Deadness Bay and Cottleton is the research place name. And gonus is the organ used to reproduce like this. And storage organ means the stomach. And we can see in the gonus, male is use better calories than the female. And in the storage organ, female use better calories than the male. The difference between sexes in relative amount of energy is first, brooding makes female get starvation for 2 months to feed the young, but male do not brood and can feed young if the food is enough. And second, the brooding habit probably limited by female gonad warrior. And the results of experiments in laboratory LC star were provided with overabundance food for 15 months. And organ index is express the proportion of the organ weight to total body weight. And the experiment shows that mean gonad size was no difference between the laboratory and the natural population. But the high storage organ for laboratory, males and females, grew to large sizes because of the positively high food abundance. And female storage organ and gonads combined never completely fill the inside body. So female gonad size doesn't respond to the energy availability, but to physical limitation for brooding. And maybe it's the limit by the brood chamber size. And the male LC star produce lots of gametes. Both field and laboratory males have the relatively big gonads and relatively small storage organ and completely filled inside the body. And gonad and storage organ indices, male LC star is same with both success of PC star, and female LC star is the different from them. On the other hand, is gonad and storage organ indices can represent the reproductive patterns in the 2C star. And LC star spawn in winter, PC star spawn in spring. Spawn means produce the egg, and it's because of food availability for the offspring. And the blue line here is the month. The PC star spawning in the May and plankton for 2 months and setting in the August. The food resources is from May to October, so they can eat the food. And LC star spawning in December and brooding for 2 months and release the young C star from March to June, and so they can eat the food too. About survival to maturity, assumption the difference between broadcaster and brooders is brooding suppose increases the probability of survival of each offspring. After a series of calculation, in average annual survival, the survival of LC star young is better than the PC star, and average expected age after maturity. PC star adults live longer than the LC star. The important point is here first. In the young, LC star have much higher survival than young PC star, and in the adult PC star life is longer than the smaller adult LC star. And discussion. And why PC star broadcasting? The reason is to reduce the local computation and because of the food quality and live space and the time. And so PC star involve less sexual maturity until size of 70 to 90 grams. And is to be survived long enough to assure that 2 or more offspring survive to sexual maturity. And this is the adult PC star. And why LC star brooding? The reason is a danger environment to larvae. And the competition made it not grow over 20 grams. And this is the LC star. The size is smaller than the PC star. And their life is too short to permit broadcasting. So the small LC star and big PC star compete the food, and immense LC star keeps small body size, and it's the only way to separate food. And conclusion. The factors cause the patterns of reproductive method different in the 2C star. The reason for adults including body size and time and space settlement patterns, and food availability for offspring. and the death rate of offspring in the plankton and between the settlement and adulthood. And this is my speech. Thank you.
Okay, so 10 minutes, 15 seconds. Listen. Penny. Austin. Jay. Paul. Okay, starting with Vincent.
Can I go to the title first start? First start, please. So, and in this study, we want to know the brood and broadcast. They are different, right? Can you? We know different between these two ways. Can you explain their advantage of both? What is the advantage of brood and the advantage of broadcast?
What's his question?
What is the advantage of the brood and the broadcast? You know, LC star use brood to reproductive, and because the lifespan is too short, and the body size is too small, and it competes the food with the big size Pisaster. So they have to use brood to assure the offspring to be.
And I? Penny.
Can you go to the page that you calculate the calories? In common sense, the female is the one who produces eggs. So why do you think the male had used more calories to produce?
Why male use more calories to reproduce? And because males do not have to brood the young, so it can use the more energy to produce the gametes.
I'm not sure if that's right, but we move on. Austin.
To their baby, their child, will have the competition problem with each other.
What's his question?
The six-star baby were competition with each other. They were the six-star will compete with PC star will compete with the LC star, but I'm not sure they will compete with other species.
My meaning is maybe they make lot of child, and is that a problem to the PC star?
Sorry.
Who make a lot of child? LC star or PC star?
P.
PC star.
Yeah.
They make a lot of child,
Yeah,
children,
and-
and
And then compete with each other. Each individual compete with each other. It's like a big problem to the DC star.
The PC star children will compete with each other. Yeah.
I thought that's the question. The offsprings of PC stars compete with each other. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's yes, because PC stars offspring can grow up to the adults. Maybe they release millions of gametes, but there are only two or more offspring can grow to the adult.
Jake.
You mentioned that LC star and the male of LC star also brood if the food is enough, right? I mean, maybe no, maybe this the introduction or yes, and if I mean both male and female spawning in the water, so the male cannot understand which female carry on his child. So why should they brood?
LC stars, the male spawn its gametes to the female's chamber, not into the water.
Directly.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Paul.
Ask about the PC star. If I cut into half, if the PC star will
Cut into the
And
the group become two C star.
Can you repeat this question?
if I cut the C star in half,
PC star or okay.
C star in half can become two C star. I don't know.
I saw this is not have any effect for our life in future. Okay, if they have any effect to our life in future.
Does this ever affect our life in future? I don't know.
On to your question one. Okay. You are forgot.
Uh,
Sorry.
You said that the female can eat for 2 months.
Which female?
One female can eat for 2 months. Right?
Can eat.
They have to take care of their body.
Which C star? P or L?
I'm not sure, but you mentioned that one kind of stuff when they take care of their child, they can eat more.
The LC star.
Do they offer nutrition to the larvae in the same time?
Do they
Offer nutrient to their larvae.
do they give nutrients?
Yes. They
Uh,
this whole group. So they give the nutrition and protect them for 2 months.
So is there any influence on the
Um, mothers brood their young, and so before they brood the young, the female storage organ will use, and they use more calories to stomach, and it's ready to brood the young, storage the nutrition.
I have to cut here. Okay, my turn.
I have checked this paper. It's not an easy paper. It's filled with a lot of facts. It's very fragmented. So I think she has, based on my knowledge of this paper, I would say you have done a good job. So now I think I know better what the paper is about. But still, because this paper is filled with fragments, facts here, facts there, so it's really difficult for us to grasp what's the key point of this paper. And you have done a good job by telling us, okay, it's a brood or broadcast, but it will be, so maybe we talk about strength first. So first of all, she took time to explain all the difficult terms. So at the beginning, she even explained what's intertidal. So, and whenever possible, she used cartoons, like also gametes, okay, that means egg and here and there. So therefore, I think at the beginning, she prepared you well in order to understand her following talks. And she also used the advanced skill here to throw out the conclusion. However, I have to say that this conclusion is not echoed again at the end of the talk, because the conclusion at the moment is a little bit chaotic. So it's not difficult to say how your data lead us to this conclusion, even though you throw out this already. Okay, and the original paper, the data presentation is also chaotic, and she has managed to simplify, especially this. Yeah, I think at the beginning in the paper, the P C star and L C star, they are not plotted together, right? They are presented separately in the paper, so it's chaotic. Okay, now let me talk about how you can improve next time. So I think next time it's really good that you simplify the Latin name into L and P C star. However, at some point I start to lose track. Who is brooder? Brooder? And who is, we say, broadcaster. Okay, so maybe next time you can remind us again and again in your presentation who is the brooder and who is the broadcaster. That's the first thing that would help. And the second thing that will help is next time you don't read the script, okay, and look at your audience. Okay. And then the third thing that I would like to ask you and figure out is, can you tell us now what are the factors that you discussed in this presentation that might affect their breeding strategy? Here I see their life cycle, their size, their death rate, right? Death rate of the young and death rate of the adult. Okay, so what else? Do I miss anything? Their size. I mean, this is something you would like to discuss. Why they choose brooding, or why they choose the strategy of broadcasting. Then maybe you can tell us next time what are the other factors other than this strategy that you are going to talk about. Life cycle. Life cycle will be like their relationship. You have this timetable. This is their life cycle, when they reproduce, and when is the highlight of food supply, right? Their life cycle, their size, and their death rate.
and then you organize your data. You can throw out this key point at the beginning, and then you organize your data following this order. So we know better, okay, this links to brooder, and that links to broadcaster. Okay, I know you have your all the elements, but you need a little bit more structure. Okay, so let's thank Becky.